All right, so this is a wow, that screen looks terrible. How could the stuff I sometimes just don't even check? I must have smudged the screen with my fingers or something. It's COVID and coffee. Let me clean the screen here. I didn't realize that was something that I had to do. Hey, don't forget to check those ads. Why is there a stupid video game? Put some car-related stuff, not video game things, man. What the heck? Skip the ad. All right. So, anyways, I'm trying to chat and figure this out. Lauren, what's going on, guy? If you could check prices for 2 of your shirts and some stickers, keychains, I'm sure it will be okay for us. We pay via PayPal. Just need to know a price for shipping to Germany. Okay, so the whole thing about the merch for me became see, I was talking with Earl, and it's funny because as far as shipping goes, I've never done that before. And when so it's actually Frank Sluga, he's the one that bought the shirt. And I had to literally close the borders because when I clicked on North America, I was bad in history. Or whatever it was. Is it even history? No, it's not history. What the heck is it? I don't even know what it was called. Whatever the class was. I was good in math. I was good in gym. And I was good in tech. So I went to a tech school, so I was very good in math. I was very good with athletics, and you can't tell now. I mean, you look at my shape right now, you can't tell that I was actually on track. I was part of the weightlifting team, and I was part of the wrestling team. Yes, we had a weightlifting team. But that was that was long ago. But I've got to figure out the whole merch thing, just because, like I said, and I think that's why people farm certain things out. Now, there's a bunch of people out there that do Teespring, and they're like, well, that's why I just deal with Teespring. That way I don't have to deal with anything. But I can't do that because, and I'm going to explain why. So I buy merch myself. I buy shirts. I don't buy just these shirts. I buy, like Diesel Brother stuff. Well, you can see I buy like merch, but it's not because I'm not going bald yet. I wear a hat because my hair's a disaster. But, and that's not saying for anything about you bald brothers out there that that's not a slay. It's not a hit. I want to keep my hair. I don't think I would look that great with a shiner on the top here. But what I was trying to say was that when I clicked North America on the shipping thing, I just, for some reason, glazed over the fact that it was Canada and Mexico. And I get why people that are here in the United States or in the States, I get why they only say shipping within the United States, because the shipping prices are crazy. Now, I was thinking to myself, it can't be that bad. It's just a stinking shirt, or it's just a sticker or a coaster. It's like, how could it possibly be that bad to ship something like that? You know what I mean? And then, so when I had opened the merch site, there was that Black Friday thing that I didn't realize was happening. That was my fault too, but that's okay. It's okay. Those orders that went out, it's fine. But the whole thing with the shipping is for some reason, I cannot justify anybody ever paying those exorbitant amounts to get something. Like, I mean, in my mind, I just can't comprehend. Now, when I looked up pricing and I said $45, that it may have been like, I don't know, Royal Mail or something. I don't even know. Whatever. Maybe it was going to be picked up by the Mounties at my house. I'm really not sure. But I just glazed over real quick, and I was viewing shipping prices because I was trying to figure out all right, so to Canada, what's this going to cost? And I think it's like, I think it's Ontario, I think. Claudista or something like that. I don't even remember. I just remembered I looked into it and I saw the number 45. Now, when I saw that, I was like, 45? It's like, the shirt's only $32.49. $35, actually. But the Black Friday thing, which I didn't know was happening. So when I saw that, I'm like, how is that possible that the shipping on an item that weighs nothing, it's a t-shirt, how is it that the shipping is $45? I mean, it could have been, who knows, maybe it was going to be delivered by the Blue Angels. Maybe I just didn't realize that was the option that was clicked, the Blue Angels jets. Maybe that's what, maybe I was hiring SWAT to deliver to Canada. I have no idea, but for $45, man, no, like, no, that's nuts. I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it. And I'll probably be able to find something that's less than $45, but I'm throwing that out there because that's a difficulty. And like I said, other people are saying, well, why don't you just go with Teespring or whatever? It's because I can't walk away. Being the type of business owner that I am, or was, whatever you want to call it, I had a very hard time like walking away from the job site. And when I did, stuff went wrong. Now I'm going to give you an example. I was basically trying to get up to build up to this. So I buy merch, I buy Diesel Brothers, I'll buy, Cletus McFarland, SRC, stuff like that. Obviously stuff that you're interested in. And if they're shipping, I don't care. But because it's in the United States, the shipping is I'll say it's inexpensive. It could be like $11. It could be like, $9, $6, whatever it is. But it's the quality that's the problem. So a shirt that I got from Cletus McFarland, which it was actually a gift from my son, which is why I'm having a struggle with it, because I'd wear that shirt all the time, but because it's such a piece of crap in material, I was just like, what the heck? So I got my shirts like what? I think I got my shirts over a month ago, maybe like a month and a half ago, whatever. And part of the thing was the shirts felt like a good weight, seemed like a good quality. The screen printing looked really good. Nothing is perfect. I analyze things way too much, which is why sometimes jobs that I do could cost me less, in time, and sometimes like the materials or whatever. But in my mind, I just can't. I can't walk away. I can't, put out junk. It's just somebody had sent me a picture of a shirt that they got. And I'm not going to say who it was, and I'm not going to say who the shirt was, but the graphic, after I think he said 3 washes, the graphic was basically gone. And I had to make sure for myself that my own stuff would take my abuse, meaning, rolling around on the ground, working on my truck, just whatever the type of stuff that I do, gasoline being poured on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to make sure that the stuff that I was going to put out there, that if somebody got that and they put it through a couple of washes and the graphics are gone, it's like, I'd be pissed, because yeah, that's just not cool. But anyways, the Cletus McFarland shirt, I veered off. Squirrel. The Cletus McFarland shirt, it's the I think it's the cans, gears, and cold beers. Now, it may have been just that run of shirt was, I don't know, maybe pandemically hard to source or whatever it was, but it is such a, and I never thought I was this kind of guy that an actual quality of the shirt on my back would bother me. It is so scratchy. It doesn't even seem like any amount of fabric softener or, you know, those bounce sheets that you throw in the, no, I'm not sponsored by Bounce. If I had a Bounce hat on, maybe I would be. Am I sponsored by Ford? You know I am. So, but the shirt, like, even just like having it in my hand and looking at it, it looks cheap. It looks like junk. And I just, man, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Earl, what's going on, guy? That shirt started out as a 50-cent, but all its travels made it $100 shirts, right? Yep. So, wow, there's a couple people in here already. 31 people. Jeez. So we've got, I'm just going to jump in because I did a bunch of talking. Monster Jam was first. We've got Lorne. We got Johan's Garage. I think it's Johan's. I think I'm getting that right. Or is it Johan's? I hope it's Johan. Joe's here. Joe Girding. Green Frog. What's going on, guy? Lindsay. Hoorock. Tegrity. What's going on, guy? Jay Boogie. What's going on, man? Kempo. Oh, from England. Wow. That is pretty cool. When is the Mad Van making a comeback? Well, I have 3 Mad Vans, so, you know, eventually. What I thought was pretty cool was when I got my daughter out there. She actually had a blast. So, I got 2 operating Mad Vans. I've got a brushed and a brushless version, and then obviously I have my original Mad Van, which is still broken because initially when I went and go check for the parts, they weren't available, and it becomes that out of sight, out of mind, to where now it's not really out of sight anymore. It's right there staring at me in the face. I just have to get out of the lazy and hopefully order up the parts that are there. And I got to tell you something. So Riff Raff, if you guys are familiar with Riff Raff's RC, Riff Raff, he is just a very giving, genuine, kind guy, man, because I had said, I think on one of these, you know, I can't find the parts or whatever. And when I was done with the live or whatever, I checked my messages because the thing was, you know, going nuts. He had sent me links to like sites to get the parts. Now, here's shipping. The shipping price exceeded the cost of the parts, which made me back off. But he took the time to send me, who am I? He took the time to send me links so that I could get the links that are broken for that Mad Van. So, but yeah, give Riff Raff a little jingle there on his YouTube channel. Get him motivated to start making some more content. He lost his entire channel, got hacked, just like what happened with Earl Moorhead. His channel got hacked, except for the fact that Earl was able to catch it ahead of time, where Riff Raff wasn't. So everything got deleted, and it's rough, man, when you take the time to create content and somehow some hacker gets in there and destroys everything. So you wear a hat. Yeah, but Earl, you're bald by choice. All right, so we've got who else? Tegrity. I said that. Robert Koveski. What's going on? Australia. Nice guy. That's pretty cool. Still blows my mind, man. Australia, Greenland, Iceland, China. How are these people jumping on here? It's just weird. You're in like everybody's like house or car or wherever they are. It's nuts. I still blows my mind. And it shouldn't. I've been doing this long enough now where it shouldn't, but it does. Jeremy Stewart, what's going on, guy? Brokerage in Canada may add to cost. I don't even know, guy. All I know is I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. William Thompson, what's going on, guy? Aussies pay 25 per, well, I almost lost that comment. So where did it go? Where did the comment go? I was just reading it. Oh, where did that comment go? It said something about Aussies pay 25 something. Oh, there we go. So it says Lindsay says us Aussies pay 25% more stupid dollars. Yeah, that is stupid. Software update tonight. Your iPad will be updated at 10 p.m. What the heck is that? Would be an honor to it. Monster Jam, I definitely appreciate that, man. I just, like I said, man, I'm not an English channel swimmer, so me trying to personally deliver, merch is going to be kind of rough on me, man. And if I jump into a rowboat, man, I'm going to roll my arms right off. And I'm probably going to get lost at sea. I'll figure it out. Riff Raff, what's going on, guy? I didn't even know you were here. Here I am talking about you. I didn't even know you were here. Your cleaner shirts, Lucky, are okay, but your Diesel brother's right. Oh my God, what junk, right? And that's the thing, man. I feel like I have to maintain some type of like those coasters. Yes, I put one in the dishwasher. I wanted to see what would happen. I definitely recommend don't doing that. If you buy a coaster, which, come on, buy the coasters, will you? I like them. I use them. Although I'm not using one right now. Maybe I should go get one. But I'm on my bench. There's no damage. But, yeah, don't put the coasters in the dishwasher. They don't, they won't survive. They definitely won't survive. Anyway. Here comes the pain. What's going on, guy? Ford found on. You know it, guy, dude. I've been, and that's where here comes the pain. That's what I tell everybody, right? Owning a Ford or Jaguar, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, whatever you got. Found on road dead, fix and repair daily, first on race day. Ford has always, the benefit about Ford, right? If let's just say you take your car. Let's take your car into service, right? You are 9 times out of 10 better off bringing your car to a mechanic that has worked on Fords better than any other vehicle. And do you know why? Fix and repair daily, right? They have got so much experience with working on vehicles that your best mechanic is going to be a Ford mechanic. And yes, my son's a Ford mechanic, so that's why I'm saying that too. Matthew Costner, what's going on, guy? Not to change the subject, but it's wicked ride. Is he wicked ride? We don't talk about silver cars here. Let's put it this way. That is not the original color. Do your research. It's not the original color that the car is. That's all I'll say. I've actually I think I took a picture a long time ago. I think I put it on social media, and it was just a teaser showing its original color. I know where all the spots are on that car to show its original color. I just like silver. But its original color is underneath. So a nice little wet sand. A nice little wet sand, and I could get that original color right back. Robbie's RC, what's going on, guy? RC Challenge, what's happening, man? So initially what I was doing was just wanted to say off the wall hobby. I enjoy your content. I found a video you did about Horizon. Right. Yeah. The Horizon ones, it's tough, man, because I think what happens is when I do those, I might already be kind of bugged. So as a matter of fact, so this right here, I've actually got it right here. Today, I'm going to do a video of breaking apart or breaking open my TENACITY DB Pro. I talk about that thing all the time. That probably is, it's rough saying it's probably my favorite car, but it really is. When you talk about an open wheel 110 scale buggy, that Losi TENACITY DB Pro is point blank, hands down, the best car I've got in that, on that like platform or on that scale or whatever that I've got. I love that thing. It's only running on 3S. It's basically lived on 3S. It does have a speed pinion in it. It's got a game changer fan on it to keep the motor cool. And that thing is such a lack of maintenance vehicle that it finally decided to puke out some gears, which I'm not sure if a bearing locked up and maybe heated up the case, or maybe finally, I believe it's the rear differential that is showing some issue. That last time that I took it out to Diamond Dust and ripped it with my son while he drove his brand new Big Rock that I got him, or actually that some of you guys helped get him, that the DB Pro finally, man, I mean, you want to talk about a vehicle that has lack of maintenance? That thing is just like my truck. So that tenacity kind of reminds me of my truck in a way, except for the repairs, because I really haven't had to do any repairs on it. I think I broke one, was it that? Yeah, I think I broke one shock rod end on the rear right. And I also lost shock nylock. That's it. All the stupidness that I've done with that RC. If anybody's looking for an RC to buy, like that's available right now, buy that Tenacity DB Pro. The link's actually in the description below. Just buy it. Just get it. Buy it now before they're gone again. Not sure why I went on off of that tangent. Riff raff. Dude, like I said, I didn't even know you were here. Paid $140 for Monster Jam. Dude, you're nuts, guy. You're nuts. Monster Jam, you're nuts. CCXRC merch, you paid $40 for shipping, guy. You're nuts. You're crazy, dude. Lancaster, PA. What's going on, Christopher? Whistling Lipo, San Antonio, Texas, checking in, man. Simone from Italia. Nice. Italy. Sweet. Crazy expensive, but for Europeans, it's the only way. You know, I guess, see, now I'm going to put us Americans in a horrible category right now. And this is my own personal opinion of being America. We, I think, are babied too much concerning some things, because when you think about what we can do versus in other places that they can't do, or the expensive things in other countries, it's like, wow, we're a bunch of wussies over here. You know what I mean? It's like the stuff that people, no, there would definitely be an uprising. And I guess that's what's happening too, which is crazy. Owen Rogers, what's going on, guy? Green Frog, thank you for putting Riff Raff's link in there. I appreciate that, man. Right. Lauren, $5 part is $15 shipping. 15 US shipping? Yeah. Alan Patterson, what's going on, guy? Good morning. Addicted, what's going on, man? I'm assuming you're out there ripping something on a Sunday. RC Steve. Kevin. Shipping cost has increased 20% from last year, right? Update to fill up storage. So you need a new iPad. It's the Apple way. Right. Right. Update to fill up store. Right. The Apple way. And you would know too. You're an Apple user. I only have an iMac. That's well, I'm sorry. Just lied again. I only have a iMac, and I have this iPad that I'm using for chat right now. And I do have to say, I'll probably lose subscribers for saying something like this. Not really, but I think it's funny. Some people are really like phone loyal. It's like, geez, go easy, guy. I've been an Android user since I think Android first came out. And I finally a little bit kind of was swayed a little bit more into maybe trying out an Apple, just to try one of those iPhone 13s or whatever number's out now. I don't even know what number's out. Could be iPhone 58. I really don't know. But I think it's the iPhone 13 is the latest one. And I'm a numbers kind of guy. So if anybody saw the little GoPro blip thing that I had done, you'll realize I'm a numbers kind of person. So because the iPhone is the number 13, that's the one I want to try. And why is that? Because 13 is known as being an unlucky number, right? So I'm going to, well, at least I think in my mind, I want to buy or try an Apple iPhone 13 just to see what it's about. You know? I mean, come on. Earl's got one. Let's see. Right, thumbs up. The dishwasher. Right, everything goes in the dishwasher, including the X-Max. Yep. That is the best way to clean your all plastic RC. Just toss it right in the X-Max dishwasher. Just make sure your significant other's not home. RC challenge. Shipping and tax has made prices ridiculous right in the UK, right? It's crazy, man. You got a very valid point. Oh, you're probably so here comes the pain. You're talking about Ford mechanics. Yep. Let's see. Robert Canandy, what's going on, guy? Let's see. I think I'm almost caught up. I'm not sure. Matt. Ooh, that's a tough name. Thurlot. Matt Thurlot. What's going on, guy? I'm assuming you're talking about the DB Pro. Yeah, you must be. Yes, addicted. You love your DB Pro. Yeah. One of your favorite 110 RCs, right? And that's why I say it specifically that way, is that the Losi TENACITY DB Pro is my most favorite, as of right now, all-time most favorite 110 scale open wheel buggy. That's why I say it like that. Because I know at some point there's going to be another 110 scale something that might take its place. I don't know. But that's a tough place to fill for a vehicle like that, as long as you drive it how you should, and which I don't. I don't know how it holds together. Christopher Newman, what's going on, guy? Mojave 6S upgrades, any must? Not really. My Mojave was factory stock, and that thing just took such a beating. It took such a beating. I mean, unless you want to overpower it, but then you're going to start breaking stuff. But if you just glance over a couple of the videos that I've done on that Mojave, man, I really don't see any upgrades that would be necessary. You just drive the thing and beat on it and throw another pack in it and just, God, it's just, the thing is incredible. So that being said, that vehicle is probably my most favorite 1/7 scale short course truck. So you got to say it right. That is probably my most favorite short course 1/7 scale truck is that Arrma Mojave 6S. Crispies, what's going on, guy? You love your DB Pro, right? Definitely worth the money. Absolutely. Matt, you've got a DB Pro too. Nice. Robbie, Ford, flip over redirections. You know what you should say? Flipped over, redirections. Whoop. I almost reported your comment by accident. See, my finger stays on the screen. And if it does that, when I look over, a little thing that pops up and says, do you want to report the comment? It's like, no. Extreme RC Bash, what's going on? College PA, what's going on, man? Oh, State College PA, sorry. Twisted Liquid, what's going on, guy? How are you? Been a while since you've been live. Yes. No, I was live. I was live recently. Like a couple of days ago, wasn't it? I did a live a couple of days ago. I cannot catch up. Samsung Galaxy for life. Yeah. Dude, I kind of said that too, but this right here is a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and the thing is an absolute piece of crap. And I've had the majority of the Notes in succession since they came out. And, I mean, I had the Note 7. Yeah, I got the box right here. See? I actually kept the box for a reason. And another thing that you don't know, right there, baby. This was the best phone of all time right here. The Galaxy Note 7. This is when Samsung had it right, except for the battery. So, yeah, this thing was mint. This was really back in the day. Back in the day, man, this Note 7 was awesome. I even kept the return box. See, my phone blew up. My phone caught fire, burned my couch, burned and melted my hardwood floor, and filled up my whole first, well, I say my whole first floor with smoke because the smoke was just that nasty. It was in wintertime. I had to open every first floor door and window to get the smoke out because, we were breathing in, probably toxic fumes, and that wasn't a good scenario. And Channel 5 News was here and everything. It was, dude, I was on the news. Don't go watch that because I look like a total goon. I don't like the way they edited it. Just, they could have edited it better to not make me look like a goon, but they had to make Chris Chibot look like the hero. Chris Chibot was here. It was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny. The situation wasn't funny. What a disaster that was. Oh, what do we got here? I'm supposed to be working on this thing. This is what I'm here for. I was working on it. And, sometimes you just can't leave things well alone. And I'm one of those people that I have to fix it. I can't throw it away. I have to fix it. I mean, the motor's got nothing for miles on it. The bearing completely disintegrated and got jammed into the case, and I just couldn't leave it alone. And I knew eventually I'd get to it. And then this morning I was just like, I come down to the shop my wife she's cooking up, my wife. Yeah. You ever wonder why, when you look at me, man, you ever wonder why I'm out of shape? It's because of my wife. She makes, I know it's my fault. It's fork to mouth, but she makes, I'm like, my mouth is watering right now. She makes such good food that I have to have more. She made a spaghetti, so I wasn't here last night. I was helping my son with his house, but she made a spaghetti sauce. I came home at midnight, okay? So it was like a couple minutes past midnight. I walked in the door from, being at my son's house, working on his house. And I walked in the door, and because she never puts the sauce, so the sauce that she makes that day, it does not go in the refrigerator. It stays out overnight, so it marinates. And then the next day, she'll just put it on simmer, and it will slowly bring up the heat. And then she's actually going to make me, she's going to give me the sauce this afternoon for spaghetti. Like that's what I'm going to have for lunch. So I'm going to be eating lunch. I'm going to show you what her sauce looks like. But I came home at past midnight, and because of the smell, like I grabbed 2 slices of bread, threw them on the stove, like just on the stove top, grabbed the scoop, scooped it in, and like put 2 scoops of sauce on the piece of bread before I went to bed. I just had to. So yeah, thanks, wife. Thanks for keeping me fat. Oh my gosh. Smokey, what's going on, guy? How are you doing? What's funny is that there's a couple people in here that haven't showed up in a long time. Okay, so I suspect I have a burned out motor. If I'm going to open it up, besides a small test, what do I look for as likely the culprit? I wish I must have missed something, but I'm probably way late for that comment anyway. I cannot read that name. It's A-N-N-E and then a bunch of are those Russian characters or like Czechoslovakian like letters or something? I don't know what those are. I don't crucify me. I'm not like, again, I'm not book smart. I'm hand smart. That's it. I am not book smart, which is why I'm having a hard time with my merch store and shipping. Vito, what's going on, guy? Good morning. But they're restrictive, and the new ones priced me out. Back to Android. Now you've got the Galaxy S25G. All right, so you were an Apple user, and then you switched over to Android. Am I like wicked far behind? Oh, you're saying hi to Vector? Yeah, Vector's over there. Vector Original right now is awake. So Vector Original, which is, can I zoom? Which is right there. Right now he's awake, and the other Vector's asleep. I realized I could actually zoom on the front camera. That's pretty cool. I guess that's another reason why Android is good, right? Because you can zoom. What's up with the motor? And will we see the inside of? Yes, you can see the inside of the motor. Yeah, I'll show you this part. Come on. I wish it would focus on the right thing. There you go. So you can see how it's all chewed up. And then on the inside, how it's all chewed up. It's actually focusing through the hole. Why is it focusing through the hole? There we go. So the inside of this motor is like where the bearing is going to ride is chewed up, but it's okay because the sides, I'll get into fixing it. It's hard because there's a bunch of comments and I'm slow. Chef Beardsley just drove the Arrma EXB. Yeah, the thing is unbelievable. Well, you don't even need to, and that's the thing too. You don't necessarily need to have the EXB to be happy. If you buy just the regular V2 version of the Arrma 6S, I have the V1 version, and that thing is an absolute pleasure to drive. Realizing that there's a little bit of a burr on the motor thing here. Yeah. You replaced one of the helmets. You have a Deadpool driving it now, dude. Matt, are you part of the RC Guy Garage Facebook website? If you're not, is there a link in the description here? If you're not a part, dude, I want to see it. Where is it? I don't know if my link is in there anymore. It might not be. Well, if you go over to RC Guy Garage, all capital letters, It's just basically it's the Facebook group that's attached to this channel, where a lot of people that are from this site or from YouTube or knowing this YouTube channel are on that website. And dude, I want to see the Deadpool head on the Mojave. That is sick. That is cool, man. I like that. I totally want to see that. Keep in mind, though, if anybody decides that they want to join the Facebook group, it's not like a regular Facebook group. We actually have rules. It's to keep everything, on a calm level and, no craziness out there. Earl has the world's fastest Limitless with a yellow body clip and red wheel nuts. Right. Hey, if you throw on the little yellow bumper protectors onto anything, you're automatically the fastest car in the world. Now, I mean, if you got a Toyota Corolla and you just go to like, AutoZone and get those little yellow bumper protectors, man, you throw those on your Corolla, that's an instant like 500 horsepower upgrade. It's unbelievable what technology does now. How is it that, a product like that you just stick on with double-sided tape gives you 500 extra horsepower? It's unheard of. Spell check. Addicted. What are you doing, guy? Oh, my son is calling me. Oh no. How do I, my son just called me. So how do I am on a live right now. What's up? Trying to see what's up. He's working on his house. I hope he didn't shoot a nail through his finger. Wow, door. What? Guy, you've got to explain so I know what's going on. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to my son. I actually may have to go over there today too. I'm not sure. Do you want to send pictures or actually, you know what? Do the video chat right now. I'll answer it on my iPad. Yeah, I know. I'm taking a break right now. I can't see any chat, by the way. I want to see what's going on with my kid. So yesterday, I was at his house hanging his doors for him, and I showed him the process of properly plumbing up, squaring up, setting in a door on a split jam, because he didn't know. Come on, he's a Ford mechanic. But so I did that. All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so hey, what's up, kid?
Hi. So I'm running into something. I don't know if I'm just out of my mind, but like,
just do me a favor. Don't do me a favor. No expletives. I'm on a live.
Okay.
No expletives.
So I've got the door looking okay. I mean, this has to tighten up a little bit.
Right.
This hinge.
Right.
To kind of bring this up.
Yep.
To keep the nest out.
Yes.
But like, what I'm kind of tripped up about is it goes from like over an inch to nothing.
Right.
Like, and I had to put this on this side in order to even keep it there, because it's like so crazy off everywhere. Is
right.
that fine to just
Well,
do as it is?
well, just out of curiosity, why don't you grab my level, throw the level on that stud, and then throw the level on the other stud, and use my level because it's going to go basically floor to ceiling on that jam. And see, that's one of the things, you know, what's funny is that I had actually already checked those doors, and I think I remembered seeing that one was off.
Yeah, it's off.
So that's just framing. That's no big deal. So
Okay.
as long as it's sitting square for the door in relation to that jam, that's fine. You don't have to worry about how many shingles or shims you've got on one side, top to bottom or whatever. But as far as you having shingles on that other side, is that because you didn't have a second person?
Literally, like, Emma was fighting just getting it into place.
Right.
I threw those there so I could actually, like, look at it.
Right.
But, like, I feel like it's just going to want to go right back there.
No, it won't. So don't forget, because that top screw, you're going to take out the center and put a long screw through it to grab onto your framing.
Yeah.
Just make sure you put a very thin shingle in there just so you're not sucking it over too far. Do you know what I mean? Because your shingle on that hinge top is going to basically stop any movement. And you should have just taken, remember how I showed you, you just put one tack nail through your casing on the outside?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was going to be doing that. It was just like everything was so crazy off.
Now but here's a question I've got for you though. What does the wall look like on that right side where the casing is? And what does it look like down on the bottom?
Right to nothing.
All right, so it's hitting, okay, so you're hitting the baseboard on the bottom. That's fine. Then that just means you squared up that door. That's good.
Okay.
Yep, no, you're fine. No, doing that was totally fine.
All right.
Yep, nothing wrong with what you did. That was perfect.
Okay.
All right, kid.
All righty.
All right, love you, kid.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
How do I rate my call? 4-star experience. Now how do I get back to on an iPad? How the heck do you get back to the chat? I don't know how to get back to the chat. There we go. Oh. All right. All right, I think we're there. All right, so I'm just gonna, because I think I moved everything. I think I lost. I lost. If you need an electrician, call Ditch. Mario, what's going on, guy? Shim. Right, in remodel. I wish I saw that, man. That's funny. In remodeling, yes, that is definitely a luxury. That's funny. Yeah, so my son bought a house last month, man. Is it last month? Or did he buy it? No, I'm sorry. He moved in last month, but bought it the month before that. So bought a house 2 months ago, moved in last month, and he's learning why he got the house for the price that he did. He paid less, but it's fine, though. The difference is that, you know, he's got somebody that knows a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. So I know a thing or two just because I've seen a thing or two. So he's got somebody that's got all the tools and equipment that he needs to basically do stuff. And, you know, he knows I'm a 20-minute ride away or a phone call or a video chat or whatever. And I've been helping him work on his house and get it squared away. But yeah, he paid less than what the posted price was. So good for him, man. And he wasn't gonna buy a house for over going rate. And he made that decision and he got a house. And I actually like it. It's got what's called good bones. It definitely was. It was a slap cell. If you know what a slap cell is, it was a slap cell. I swear that the person that painted the walls, like, I think they dropped the roller on the ground a few times. And when I say the ground, I don't mean the floor. I mean, I think they dropped the roller on the ground, like in a pile of leaves and sticks, and they just kept going on the wall because the walls were bad. So, but I had a good conversation with him and his significant other last night, and just explaining to him, because he's got that little bit of frustration, because what he wants to do is he just wants to come home and not work again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, coming home from work, he actually wants to sit down on the couch and maybe have a beer and maybe whatever. Just, you know what I mean? But right now he comes home and he's, throwing on his painter's uniform or his, whatever he's got. But he's got a good house with good bones. It's got a good size lot for what he needs. And tree placement is really good in for the property. The driveway is great. It's good. It serves every purpose that he needs and in the future at this point in time. So definitely proud of that kid, man. Monster Jam, see you later, man. You probably already took off. Hey, guy, have you ever been to the Traxxas store in Texas? I went. No, I haven't. Dude, I haven't been anywhere. All right. Let's see. Housing market is out of hand here in South Florida, right? Been on a house hunt with no luck. Bit frustrating, right? Jeff Swan, what's going on, guy? All right. Mario, you what? You said you sent me a super chat? Where? I'll see nothing. Oh, dude! Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sorry. I don't know when it came in. I just, obviously, it must have been when I was talking to my kid. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. It's awesome. Yes, I did. I did get the super chat. Thank you. Take the Outcast out. Take the Outcast 8S out. Just got one, and it's super fun in the... Oh, dude, Outcast is super fun no matter what you do with it. Thing's mint. I saw it, man. I definitely, like I said, Kurt, what's going on, guy? Definitely appreciate it. All right. Well, all right. So what I'm going to do right now, I can hear my wife vacuuming upstairs, which we got that robotic vacuum, but... And I will say that robotic vacuum is awesome. It really is. I'm not paid sponsor or anything like that to say that, but it's a wise robotic vacuum, and the thing is great. It has made it so that, right before my wife comes home, like I plan it. If I'm here before she is, which most of the time I am, if I'm here before she is, like an hour before, I'll click all the rooms that I want vacuumed, and I can be down here working on something as I can hear the vacuum going upstairs. It's awesome. Just got to remember to empty it. That's a miss. That's a miss on me. I let that thing vacuum for a month, and it got clogged. Like, basically it got to the point of where it wasn't vacuuming anymore. It was just spraying dirt everywhere. And once I realized that was happening, I pulled out the little vacuum tray thing there, the collector bin, and that thing was packed. So I was waiting for like bells and lights and whistles and stuff to go off to let me know that the bin was full, and it never did. So, all right. So what I'm going to do right now is the whole point of this live or COVID and Coffee was because I am working on this. I couldn't leave it alone. If you focus on it, I couldn't leave this thing alone. It had taken a dump. All of them do. The 3200 Spektrum motors, just the front bearing just cannot take the heat. So they definitely get out of the kitchen like real fast. So I think on a live that I had done, I had tried to get that bearing out, and it was not successful. But I can't leave things alone, so I had to fix it. And today, this morning, or literally like 2 hours ago, I decided to come down here and just give it a shot again. You know, I mean, what's the harm? My wife was up. That's how I got on her cooking. Oh, see, I remember. That's how I got on her, how good her cooking is. Now, don't get me on that because we're going to talk for an hour about how good her cooking is and why I'm fat. So, anyways, I'm going to tilt the... The heck was that? I'm going to tilt the camera down and show you what I did to finally get that bearing out. So, click over. Get rid of that. All right, so still sometimes can't believe how powerful these magnets are. So there's a screw right there, and that thing just like goes right to it. It's crazy. But anyways, I was able to get the outer race punched out, and that's what I was struggling with, and that's why this case is so deformed now, because I really tried to punch that thing out. I even thought that, because what I don't know, I even started to think that this case, I started thinking that this piece was a threaded insert. So what I did is I took, and you can see the scrape mark there, I took a needle nose and jammed it in to the hole like this, thinking that I could twist this out like if it was some kind of like threaded scenario. And I was getting to the point of where I started to bend these, and I was like, yeah, that ain't worth it. I'm not sure if this is bonded in here or what's going on. Obviously, the back cap is the cap that is the section that's accessible to be able to replace bearings, but I did try to take this off. I'm not sure how this is done. And I'm not ready to throw this motor away just yet right now, because I was able to get the inner race out, which was the issue. Now, the outer race. Now, the inner race is still stuck to the shaft. So what I'm hoping, without melting anything, I'm hoping that I can put this in the vise, or maybe heat this up with some fire, put it in the vise. Heating it up with fire will just allow it to hopefully expand just enough. I'm hoping the shaft won't expand at the same time. It shouldn't. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to slide this off or give a couple light hammer taps or something to be able to get this little inner race off. Because then I have these bearings right here, which are the TRBRC bearings. So it's www.trbrcbearings.com. If you are looking for this particular bearing right here, which is the hybrid bearing. So this is a ceramic hybrid bearing. So it's shielded. Yeah, I got this one right here. So it's shielded on one side and sealed on the other side. And what my intent is to obviously put the shielded side facing what I would assume is the heat. So put the shielded side facing the heat and have that sealed side facing the case. Because now obviously this hole is mangled. So, yeah. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take something flat, stick it inside, put it on my vise, and give it a couple of love taps with this hammer right here to see if I can further flatten out what's going on here, because what I don't want is, while I just don't want any issue with the seal. I want this motor to last. Now, this motor, I want to say, is basically new, except for the fact, like, within a couple of battery packs, I don't know, 3 or 4 battery packs, it could have been more, I don't remember, that bearing just totally disintegrated. So, Horizon Hobby. So, yes, this is where I will get on the good for you Horizon Hobby train and say that Horizon Hobby did follow up. And where is it? Thought it was there. Oh, right there. Oops, how do I do this? Right. Where's the car? Right there. See that box? That's the Spektrum Firma box from Horizon Hobby. So Horizon Hobby did finally send out my warranty for that motor, which Horizon Hobby, if you're watching this show, which I know you're not, thanks. Really appreciate it. But you still didn't send out my damn shafts for the DB Pro, which you guys owe me shafts for the DB Pro. Bastages. They owe me. All right. So there is a link in the description if you do want to get the ceramic hybrid bearings from this company. Part number's on there. Just go over there. I'll make like a penny off of the sale if you get a bearing. So, but you can see there's still junk coming out of this motor here. But what I want to do is I obviously want to flatten that. But before I go any further, I want to see if I can take this little inner race or collar off. So I'm going to try to maneuver the camera in a way so that, God, there's a lot of junk. Look at all the junk that's from that bearing disintegrating all over my table. Look at that. It's everywhere. All right. So I got the vise here. And I'm going to do this kind of in that real time, just to see. I mean, this could be a total fail. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of put it like this. And I'm hoping that I can heat up that race just enough to be able to tap that shaft out. Now, I'm going to give it a couple of taps right now just to see, in which I can tell it's already not tight enough. I'm going to give it a couple of taps right now just to see if I can actually tap it out, in which that's a no. That's a definite no. So you can see it's actually stuck on that race. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it some fire right now. Now, I'm going to use this little butane torch here, and I'm going to try and angle the flame going that way so that I'm not, I think there's like a balancing plastic or something on that little piece right there. So I'm going to try to angle the flame away and see if I can actually, I'm going to see if I can actually get this, so I can get that race off. 1, 2, 3. There we go. See if that did anything. And it's not tight enough. So what I wish I could have done is I wish I could have not had to. Nope. Dang. So that didn't work. Because I'm fighting two things here. Because what I'm trying not to do is I'm trying not to put too much pressure on it. Woo, is that hot? I'm trying not to put too much pressure on it, but I'm also trying to grip it. I'm going to try something else here. Yes, counterproductive, exactly. Because I'm squeezing the actual part, but I can't seem to get a bite on it. I don't have anything that will. Here we go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope. No good. What I wish I could do is I wish I could bite the back side of that race to be able to like grab it and hook it off, but I'm going to put a little bit of penetrant on there. See what happens. Have it on the bench. I got my SKYRC spray, but I don't have my other stuff. I locked myself out of my own damn house. Only me. Only me. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to throw a little bit of this stuff on here. And I say a little bit. This nozzle is so sensitive, man. It's going to like spray stuff everywhere. Unless I'm really careful. Ah! All right. Probably not going to do anything. There's no way to bite onto that and pull it off. You know, I know, put a cut in it. That's the next thing, guy. I want to try this first. I want to see if this is going to work. Because what I don't understand is I don't understand why it's so swedged on there. Because I got my Dremel and everything all ready to rip. But I want to try different things. You know, drag out the live stream. Just to see what's going to work and what's not going to work. Here we go. And there we go. Yeah. Nice. It worked. It worked. I feel like, you know what I feel like right now? Oh, crap. So, you know, on that, what is it? Doc from whatever the heck it was. What's the name of that movie that I'm trying to think about? What the heck is with Marty McFly in it? What the heck is the name of that? Back to the Future. Back to the Future. So Doc from Back to the Future. So there's always that easy way of like taking, and that's how I had to do certain things, is obviously like what Earl said, is you gotta put it in a way so that you can get a bite on it, or you can take that little Dremel or a cutoff wheel or whatever you got to put a notch in it enough to relieve the pressure. Now, fortunately, this worked. And like I had said, I wanted to try different things because I wanted to see what's going to really work, because in my mind, again, so I always say it's what's in your mind. In my mind, I thought to myself, if I got the right balance of pressure on that race, would I be able to just grab it enough to where there was no way I was going to slide that off just by hand? You know what I'm saying? So, and, you know, Earl as being, I mean, normally 9 times out of 9.9999 times out of 10, listen to what Earl says. That other like 0.0001, just listen to me and you'll still get the job done. But 99.999 times, just listen to whatever Earl says and the job will get done probably faster. But that 0.001, you listen to me and I got you back. But anyways, so that's basically what I was hoping. I was hoping I'd be able to just get a good enough bite on that to slide it off, and that is what happened. So now I can go ahead and deform and mar up the rest of this piece just to be able to get this off, because now I can, hopefully, I believe now I can get stop doing that. Hopefully now I can give it a couple of more taps, and I want to show you, if I can, where I was trying to get to. All right, so this is where I want to show you in my jaw, not this jaw, in the vice jaw. I've got it set up right now. Right now I have it where, this is where I was hoping I could get it to initially, before I even it's like what I thought in my head, where I could get it to that would give it that little bit of bite on that back side of the race. So I've got it there right now by being able to tap it out enough. And I want to say probably that oil probably definitely did help the PB Blaster. So right now what I've got is I've got it so that, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see, I believe I've got it, you can see, whoa. How do I make it not so zoomed? See how, let's see, flash, enable flash. See how I now have the race inside that little hole there? So that's where I was hoping that I was going to be able to get it to. And what I believe now is I can give this some taps, and that should slide right off. See how it's loose? Oops, moved out of camera. But see what I'm saying? I wanted to get it inside that little channel because I knew that channel was going to be able to bite the back side, but because this was so close to the little, I think that's is that a little sleeve piece? Because it was so close, you know what I'm saying? Which now I should be able to rotate it. Can I rotate it? I can't rotate it that way yet. But give it a couple of little taps. Rotate it. Nope, not yet. What I need to do is put something flat on the edge of that, just to give it a couple good whacks. And see, you don't always have everything in your workshop that you have in your garage. So I need to get a punch. So I'll be back. I got to grab a punch. Now, you know you've had a punch for a long time when the end looks like that. That's one of my punches that I've had for quite a while. So this should, in theory, should be able to tap this out all the way now. Sweet. So now I should be able to grab it this way very lightly and just finish the job. Grab my punch, put it there, give it a couple of love taps. So, and this vise, so I keep telling everybody, this is the vise you got to get. If you do any kind of like, I've taken this out to my garage and used this in my garage. This is how good this vise is. This thing was $20 from Harbor Freight. I can't tell you how many times I've grabbed this tiny little vise to use it, like just doing whatever. This thing is great. All right. The mini press. You know it, guy. Dude, we're going to be selling Harbor Freight vices on the RC Guy Garage site. So I think I can grab it now, I hope, and twist it off. Can I? No, maybe not. Might still have to give it a couple of little, couple of clicks. So I need a different little punch just to get in there, just to pull that off. Because what I don't want to do is I'm not looking to hammer this side. So, but I just want to just give that just a couple of little taps. I think I can just use the screwdriver now. What I'd like to do, ideally, is maybe go this way. So just bring it that way. Oops. Ah, the magnet is so... That magnet is so stinking strong. Holy moly. Oh! God, what a disaster. There we go. And it's off. Oh, look at that thing, man. Man, if you need a refrigerator magnet, just don't throw away your old like brushless motors. Just take them apart and use this as your refrigerator magnet. Holy smokes. Like, look at how, like, I'm going to try and hold this away. You know what I'll do? Watch this. Let's see how strong this thing is. Just out of curiosity, I want to see does this magnet have the pull? Does this magnet have the pull to be able to pull this vise to it? There's no trickery here. I'm just going to hold the magnet, like try to hold it away. Oh my God. I mean, look at that thing, man. I'm holding it with both hands, right? I loosened up, obviously, the way the thing is, and I'm just holding it with these two fingers. I'm going to let this thing, like, look at how strong this thing is. Ready? It's coming. I can literally feel the pull already. Ah, look at, you see it move. Ah! Ah, fun with magnets. Only on, oh God, only on RC Guy Garage. Fun with magnets. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I finally got that off. It did take a little bit of, you know, additional stuff and thinking, and it worked. It's definitely not anything that you could, you know, I'll save it though, because it's a hardened piece of metal. I'll save that. I'll save that. Can use it for a spacer for something, or I don't know. But what I am going to do is I am now going to steel wool this, just because I want to make sure that it's clean. Fridge magnet, right? You know, fridge magnets, you know, guy. But I'm just going to, well, actually, you know, I shouldn't use steel wool, actually. That would be a bad idea. I need to clean this shaft, and wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? I don't even have, I've got, I don't know how many drills and impacts, electric impacts, you know, the battery operated ones. They're all at my son's house right now. And all I was thinking to myself, oh, I'll just basically take the jaws, I'll clamp it on there, get a little bit of emery cloth, and I'll stick it on there and just give it a quick little zing. And I can't because I don't have the drill. Well, guess I need to buy a whole new tool set. My wife didn't hear that. What? What'd you just say? I heard you from all the way upstairs. You're not buying another tool set just because you need one drill? But I'm not kidding about Earl Moorhead, though. He's a master mechanic. He's actually beyond that. He's he's beyond being a master mechanic. Earl is a huge wealth of knowledge in a number of different things. So, anyways, enough of slathering Earl. Enough of slathering Earl. All right. Didn't even crush that end. Everything is mint. There is some junk in there. I'm not sure if that's like some kind of like oh, that's residual bearing. Look at that. That is residual bearing that was in, like, look at this. I could use this stuff. I could use this stuff as light reflection for under my eyes. So we're going to get that junk out of there. Outside the box, yeah, kind of. The only reason why I think outside the box is because I've always had to. I've always put myself in a position of forcing myself to have to think outside the box, in which, you know, Earl's basically the same thing, just better at it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to take the bearing. I'm going to just try to slide the bearing on, just to see if I can get it to slide on without issue. And do yourself a favor, if you're into RC stuff, do yourself a favor and get yourself like a BJ's card or something, or Costco or whatever, because you're going to be buying, you know, rolls and rolls and rolls of paper towels. Buy stock in the company of paper towels. So I'm going to see if this bearing will fit on, which could actually be one of these. So this is supposedly the regular bearing. This one is the hybrid bearing. These are also hybrid bearings too. I've got a few of them for this particular motor. So like I had said, just in my mind, the thought was putting that side facing, in which I might need to just dress this up a little bit. Might need to dress it up a little bit. That seems awful tight. Yeah, so that seems kind of tight. I am going to I'm going to dress this up by hand. I've got some sandpaper. I'm going to touch this up just a bit. What I should do is get my digital caliper out and see what's going on. I don't think I mushroomed that or anything, but it definitely feels tight. It feels as tight as that sleeve did. Let me just check something for a second here. So, because what I want to see, is this the same exact thing? It actually says it's the same thing. That's weird. You would think. Oh, wait a minute. No, it is the same exact thing. Just want to see if there's a little discrepancy there. And oh.
Call from Ann Irving.
Hey, babe.
Lunch is ready.
All right, thank you. Alexa, end the call. All right. So what I need to do is I do need to address this. I don't know what the deal is. Like I said, this was stuck on there in the first place. I think I might still use steel wool, but see if I can maybe tape this up. What I don't want is I don't want, obviously, the steel wool to basically magnetize its steel woolness particles all over this thing. But I just need to address this shaft, and I just want to touch it up just a little bit. So I'm going to go grab, actually, you know what? Alexa, drop in on the kitchen.
Are you calling me?
Yeah. Would you mind bringing me a plate of it down or a bowl of it down?
Which do you want, plate or bowl?
Probably a bowl.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, honey. Alexa, end the call. So I've got this stuff right here, which I'm just going to try and see if I can hit it real quick. I wish I had my drill because it would make really short work of this, because I don't know if this stuff is going to be enough. And you can see it is cleaning it, but this might not be enough. I might not have what's needed to address that. See, it's polishing the shaft really well. So the other thing I could do, and and Earl knows this too. A lot of people know this, not just Earl. But there is, what I could do is put this in the freezer. Put this in the freezer. Thing is, though, is I would technically have to heat this up, but maybe room temperature would be okay. I just need to polish that up a little bit because that is really tight. Yeah. I wish I could use regular sandpaper, man. I just don't know where my stuff is. So I'm going to give this a shot. Dalton, what's going on, guy? Daza, nice. You pulled your motor out and everything's mint. Put it in the dishwasher. Stop it. I think I'll put it in the dishwasher. Stop your madness. I wish I had a drill, man. This is driving me nuts. I don't have my stuff. It's all at my kid's house. I wanted to make sure he literally had everything that he needed. Everything's there. Back in the day when I had to walk to school going uphill both ways. Thank you, baby. Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
Ah, check that out. So we've got some garlic bread here. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm fat. Look at this sauce, man. Oh, it's like a, it's kind of a, this is a light sauce that she does. So this is ground up hamburger. So instead of having like meatballs, this is ground up hamburger with onions and tomatoes and, oh man. I'm going to put this out of frame. But that's why right there. Blame my wife. If I had a drill, this could be so easy, but this is going to take forever. It's illegal to show you that? No, it's not, guy. Come on. You just now you're my Alexa doesn't cook like that. Right. Most Alexas don't. There we go. Look at that. So that's what I was hoping for. Now that is mint. Look at that. Watch that. Watch how that just watch. Look at that. Look at how that slides on there. Look at that. That's how it should be. Look at that. Yeah. See? Look at that. Now see, this is how that should go on. You see that action right there? Watch that action. This is the action that you want to see here. Look at that. Look at that action. Look at right. That's what you want to see. That's some smooth action right there. Still a little bit of a burr at the top that I want to just kind of take off real quick. That is mint. Yes, you know it. All right, so I think this is the bearing. Now here's the issue though. I need to take a bite of this. I'm not necessarily one of those I'm not a roller kind of person. I'm a you lift up the whole thing and bring it to your mouth. Like your mouth grabs that bottom and then you just let the whole thing slide in. That's the kind of guy. You just literally, that whole thing Because there are people that do the spoon and they do this, and I don't know, man. That just seems like it's too much. What the heck is he doing over there? He's doing a wheelie. He's doing a wheelie. Oh, he's trying to get his block. Oh, he's mad. Yeah, he's mad. He's trying to get his block. All right, so the other issue that I'm having with this thing, because obviously I had to pretty much like destroy, or I tried getting the bearing out, and I kind of really deformed this end of the case, and I can see that this section right here sticks down. So again, I'm going to bring the vise over, flip this way, and I'm going to use something to get inside of there, which obviously it's not going to be this. Something that's flat, so that I can make sure that this end that's here is going to be as flat as it possibly can be, given the fact that I kind of mangled it. Shovelers or spinners? You know, are you a shoveler or are you a spinner? So I've got to find something that's got an ultra flat end on it that I can stuff down and just make sure that when I put this, you know, on my vise on the flat, that I make sure that surface inside and outside, or inside and outside, is flat. And I just found what's going to work. So, bring the vise back over. So it's got this little hammering section right here, a little flat. So what I'll do is basically take the motor, stick it on like that. Look at that, huh? Look at that. That's some good stuff right there. Oh, look at the garlic bread. Did you see inside of that garlic bread? Inside that garlic bread, that was amazing. Some good stuff in there. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. Now see how that's not sitting flat? See how it's kicked sideways? So that's letting me know that that piece right there that I just showed you, that actually is sticking in. You can see how the aluminum is rolled off and kind of goes down in there. And that was when what I had done is I had taken one of these and I had tried to get to the edge of the pick, and I was rolling it and basically rolling that edge down while pulling that edge up, which wasn't a good idea, but that should work. So the intent is just to kind of flatten that back out is what I'm going to try to do here. Look at that. Look at that. That's already basically flat. There's like some stuff stuck in there. It's kind of like paper towels or something. Almost. Almost good. Couple more tappy taps. Wrong way, guy. Look at how that thing sits now. Now that is flat. It just gives me more peace of mind. Granted, like I said, what I didn't want to happen is like, because I'm going to have the I want to have, you know, this end facing that. I just didn't want something pressing in or poking or causing any kind of extra resistance, because these bearings are, like I said, those ceramic hybrid bearings. So, and that looks pretty good. Get a straight edge on that. Let's see if I can see any gaps. You see any gap? I don't see any light. Well, might be a little tiny bit. But I think that's acceptable. I'm happy with that. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Look at that stuff. Oh, look at that. Inspected by number 69. All right. All right, we're good. The only thing I'm a little hesitant about is the very inside. But I think this motor is going to be junk before this bearing ever dies. So I'm going to drip a little bit of this PB Blaster in there, just like that, and hopefully make the installation of this bearing just that much easier. Like, this should just glide over. Look at that. God, that just, oh, God, it just glides. It just glides. Come on, glide. Glide, damn you. It glides. All right, so that should be it. Sealed side. I've got the sealed side basically facing that section. Just going to dump this right in there. Hopefully this is going to work. Now, the only thing that I don't know is, do I have my, I wonder if I have my, you know what? Pop that out for a second. I think I'm going to give that a couple of taps to settle that down on the vise here. I think I'll go this way. Put that like that. I'm just going to give it a couple of like little love taps just to settle it down really lightly. Just to settle that bearing in its little spot. And that's it. I think, from what I'm seeing, I do believe that is where that should be. So I'm going to pull that out. Just want to verify that that's where it should be. So that bearing definitely looks like that is settled down. So attach this to there. I'll put the flash on here. Flash is not on, right? Nope. Put the flash on. Focus in there. Now that to me looks like it is settled down absolutely perfect. Check that out. That looks mint. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. So very carefully, let this kind of right back into its hole. Perfect. I'm very happy with that. So the only other thing that I think I realized is, am I missing? Because this bearing was fine. Wasn't there supposed to be a thing on there? I think there's supposed to be like a little... Oh, I'm missing everything. Oh my God, I'm totally wasting my time here. I am actually, aren't I? Because, yeah, I don't have the, I don't think I've got the washer. Oh no. I'll have to check the bag. I'll have to check the bag to see if that's in there. I think I just wasted my whole day. Oh, there's nothing in here. Oh no. All right, so what it is I believe from memory, there was a little spacer and also a little spring washer that just applied a little bit of pressure to keep that in place. There's supposed to be a little shim, and I'm remembering now I had robbed the screws. So I don't have screws either. I thought I put everything in the bag, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, there's supposed to be a little shim and a spring washer on there. Good stuff. When she does this meat sauce, every once in a while you get like a nice little chunk of meat with like an onion. All right. Yep. Somehow I've misplaced the parts. Well, that's not a good focus. All right, disable flash. Oh, check it out. No way. Check it out. All right, so I just found the shim. And check out where I found it. So it was in my parts tray. My disaster of a parts tray. Found the shim. You gotta be kidding me. And I believe that is the spring washer. Holy smokes. But I do believe, I'm fairly confident that I do not have screws to go into the case. Fairly confident I don't have those micro screws. Because I believe I ended up on the other rebuild, I used the good screws because these were the good screws and the other ones stripped out. I think that's what happened. So I must have thrown away the screws. But I do have the little spring thing here, which I don't know which way this goes. I don't know if it's this first and then this. I'm just going to go with that. Yeah. So that would be it, man. So basically all I'm missing is I'm just missing these little micro screws to put this thing back together, and then this thing is back to being mint. That feels nice. So I just need those screws. COVID coffee and meatballs. You know it, guy. With a side of garlic bread. Yeah, isn't there a I think there's a one of those animated things. Something cloudy in the side of meatballs or something. I don't know. All right, I think that's it. All right, so I think that was a pretty good live. How long are we on for? It only took me 2 hours to do that. I think that was a good live. I got a nice spaghetti thing here for lunch that I want to eat. So the motor is back in commission, except for the fact that I do need the screws. And I don't believe I have the screws for that particular thing. And I don't know how I'm going to find the screws for that particular thing. Maybe I could, I don't know if I've got taps that are small enough like that. I doubt it. It's only aluminum. It would tap really easy. I could put some big bolts into that thing and hold that cover on. But that's basically where my block is right now. So I was able to fix this motor right here. If you focus on it. I was able to fix this motor with this right here. It's a TRB RC, which is not even focused. Focus. Oh, come on, man. Are you serious? Stop focusing on me. Focus on the product. Come on. There we go. Right there. If you had a drill, you could, well, yeah, I do have micro drills, but being that aluminum, just slam a screw into what? Like slam. Just jam that bad boy in there. It's a huge screw for that motor. I think this is enough fail for today. I don't even know where my screws are. I've got this like master set of screws somewhere. What the heck is it? Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Do I have something that's going to work? Oh, maybe. Maybe. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. I'm going to check this off camera right now. I've got these real tiny screws. I have no idea where they came from. I got coarse thread. Let me I'm going to see if this will fit. I'll have to cut it down. Yeah, this ain't gonna fit. There's no way. There's no way this is gonna fit. It is a 1.5. Yeah, no. Oh, actually. Wait a minute. No way. Here we go. Look and thee shall find. Granted, these are a little too long, but if I cut these down, I'll be able to slam these bad boys in there. I just would definitely have to cut that down because I'm fairly confident. That's way... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, there's room. Never mind. There's room. We're back in business. Look at that. Back in business. That is going to work. I'm going to put a little drop of oil in there as a cutting agent or lubrication agent just to help with slamming those screws in there. Put a little drop of oil right there. It's a little bit more than a little drop of oil there, guy. Oh, I'll try to stab myself here. I don't want to stab myself. No way. That's real close. I could upstep that just a touch. Oh, man, I could do that. Okay. Well, that is definitely what I can do. If I can find a drill bit that's literally just the size of that shaft. Oh, I don't have my drill. Never mind. I don't have my drill. All my drills are at my son's house. Crap. Okay, no, I can't do it. I could upstep it and use those screws, but nope, I can't because I have 0 drills here right now. Well, that was a way to end the live, right? So I can eat my my spaghetti. So anyways, this was RC Guy Garage and COVID and Coffee. It's the COVID and Coffee Spektrum 3200kv debacle. I was able to basically figure this out. I do have screws that'll fit. I do just have to upstep the hole. I do have drill bits for that, but I don't have my drills right now because everything is at my kid's house. So that he can get his house squared away. So I'm okay with that. You know, I'll suffer here. I'll suffer and eat my spaghetti. So anyways, hopefully everybody enjoyed this little COVID and coffee thing here. If you haven't had a chance, don't forget to click that thumbs up. Looks like there was 57 already. Mario, if you're still here, man, thank you for that super chat. Definitely appreciate it. I'm fixed. This thing is fixed, man. Look at that. Even though it looks mangled, that thing is fixed. Look at that. That is fixed. That even doesn't look that bad now. All right, focus back on it. That looks mint. So the Spektrum 3200 motor lives again. I couldn't throw it away. I knew that I could fix it. I just had to take the time to fix it. You know what I mean? So, and this motor doesn't really have that many battery packs through it. I shouldn't say that because I actually don't even remember. Yeah, I don't think this has many. I want to say it's got like, I don't know, maybe it's got like 50. I don't even know. I just know that the bearing totally 100% disintegrated. The bearings itself disintegrated. I now have a hybrid ceramic sealed slash shielded bearing in there We put the sealed side facing the outside of the case and the shielded towards the inside. And my reasoning was for that was to keep the contaminants out this way, have the seal on that side, and then for the heat from the inside, have that shielded side on the inside, because that's what those are normally, I think, more designed for is where there's heat involved. So yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a bearing expert. I'm not an expert of anything. I'm an expert of eating that spaghetti dinner or lunch that I've got right there. So I'm just going to jump into the chat real quick. We've got Green Frog, right, minus the screws, right. Fixed minus the screws, which I just got to upstep, but I don't have tap that. Right? What the heck is that? Earl, what the heck is that? Are you stinking kidding me, guy? Did you just like have a seizure on the couch or something? And like your thumb just like clicked a whole bunch of buttons? Dude, you are a nut, man. What the heck? That is like, dude, you're a nut. I don't know, man. Thank you. Holy crap. The drill fun. Yeah. Dude, I'm going to get the whole Ryobi set now. Holy crap. Dude, that's insane, man. Dude, what's funny is I was thinking about that. I was like, because I was in Home Depot with my kid and I was basically showing him, right? I'm like, well, here's the set that you got. This is what I got. I've got, he uses all Milwaukee. I use Ryobi. Just because I think Ryobi was not Ryobi. I use Rigid. I used DeWalt before, and before that I had Makita. So Makita first, then I went to DeWalt, and then I went to Rigid. Rigid has a compact set out that, I've been kind of like thinking about. I was like, maybe I'll get that. I'll just use it for stuff around the house that I'll have, work on stuff on the workbench or whatever. And I was showing my son, I was like, because he was trying to figure out, he's like, what should I have? And I basically told him, I said, well, don't worry about it. I've basically got everything. I've got everything that you need, and I'll just leave it with you, and you can do whatever. And so that leaves me without my own tools here. I've been thinking earlier. I think that was a mistake. I think he had a seizure. He fell down some stairs and he gripped his phone real hard and it clicked. It clicked $100 thing. That's $100 right there. $99.99. That's $100 super chat. That is stinking insane, guy. You are absolutely out of your mind. I'm telling you. What the heck, guy? I'm looking right at you right now. You're crazy, dude. Earl is straight crazy. I'm telling you, man. Anyways, Rigid warranties are outstanding. Yes, they actually are. Gotta have a drill like a mechanic with no tools, right? I have them, though. That's the thing. I have tools. They're just all at his house right now. Dude, all my drills, all my subcompact impacts are all with him. I don't even know why. I just was like, here's everything that you're going to need. Don't worry about it. So anyways, so we got Dazapaka. Right, he meant it to be 99 cents. He meant it to be 99 cents. Oh my God. Guy, you're crazy. You're so crazy. All right. Yeah, how could am I able to see that? Super chat. Look at that. I'm going to screenshot that. How do I screenshot? How do I screenshot? Like that? Oh, it disappeared. Wait a minute. Super chats. Because what's his name should be on there too. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. I don't even know how. I don't even know how to screenshot here. All right. So anyways, we got Barry King. Send guy in there. Yeah. He doesn't need pieces of crap like that. We got Barry King, Earl Moorhead. Your son has. We got Earl Moorhead, Dazapaka, Flying Fortress, Mario. Mario, thank you for the super chat. Green Frog, Addicted to RC. Who else we got here? We have got Johan's RC Garage, Joe Girding, Castle Motor Screws. They send with them. Extreme RC Bashers. No, you're going to want like a panhead screw. Oh, right. Yes. I know what you're talking about. Take it to the hardware store. Tell them you need screws. Right. Yeah. They'll look at that and go, be like, what the heck is that? I didn't know screw. What the hell are you doing? Who else is here? So you've right. You've learned you need a hammer on the bench. You know it, guy. You gotta have a hammer. You gotta have that little. That little. Got me choked up for words here. Can't even think straight now. That little vise, that Fortress bench vise from Harbor Freight. Forget what it was called, but it was really only $20. And years ago, Harbor Freight used to have coupons that you could use, which they don't have anymore, but it was a score. That thing was great. I'll recommend that thing all day long. You do have to, before you buy it though, like anything Harbor Freight, take it out of the box, check it over, realize that you're going to have to, or you should, if you get that bench vise home, disassemble it. I didn't have to deburr anything, but disassemble it and lubricate all the moving parts. With the exception of the little handle things. Lubricate all those screws, the inner slides, and that thing works like a dream. So a little tiny bench vise for working on your RCs. I've used it a billion times. Well, maybe not a billion. I've used it a bunch of times, enough to recommend. I've used it outside in my garage, working on like anything out there. I mean, I've got a real vise out there, but that little one, it's a travel vise. There you go. It's a travel vise. Man, you wouldn't want to get hit in the head with that thing, though. Tell you, that thing is pretty heavy. So anyways, this is RC Guy Garage. This was COVID and Coffee. 2021, still rocking the COVID and Coffees. Don't forget, there was a merch drop. It is in the description. Also, if you do want to get the ceramic bearings, the hybrid ceramic bearings for the Spektrum 3200kv disaster motor, the link is right there. Click it, and I'll make like a penny off of the sale. It doesn't cost anything extra for you, and I haven't said this in a while, but if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like what you're seeing for content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and maybe go ahead and hit the bell and hit that subscribe button and do all that stuff. You already know what to do. I had said like a while ago, I wasn't going to say subscribe to the channel because everybody knows, like, if you want to see more stuff, that's what you do. You subscribe and you make sure you're bell notified. So I'm going to actually microwave my spaghetti because I know it's cold now. And I suggest that everybody out there, get out there and rip something for as long as you can. Have as much of a good time that's allowable and within reason. Yeah, within reason. Do things to moderation, because when you go overboard is when you can kind of get yourself into a little predicament. So anyways, this is RC Guy Garage, and I'm out. Thank you guys for coming, and we will see you on the next live stream. We are out. Do I want to